Good morning, everybody. I am coming to you from the Costco parking lot. I just parked, but I've got about 10 minutes till Costco drop. Let me get everything adjusted here on my car. So I figured I'd just check in with everybody. I know not a lot of you will be seeing this live, and that's okay. But if you are watching this live, chime in, say hello, or if you're watching this later, check in with me. I would love to know kind of what your plan is for this Wednesday. This is my first delivery of the day, or hopefully will be my first delivery of the day. I'm in the middle of recording more of the rain climb for DoorDash. Uh, Gears rolled out in my market yesterday, definitely noticing some changes and trying to get up to that platinum tier as soon as possible. So stay tuned for more rating climb videos as we progress our way towards that. I just wanted to address something today that I think is really important in just growing. Okay. So we want to serve, learn, grow, adapt. And I'm constantly moving in and out of those different areas in my life of things that I need to fix. And I've definitely been thinking a lot on the growth aspect of it. And what I wanted to address just briefly today, between now and like 10 o'clock or 9:59, whatever, is I am my biggest problem. Okay, so two parts. I'm my big problem, and I'm okay with that. And I'm going to explain both of those parts here really quick. But here's what I want to say. I have been the biggest saboteur of my own life. Okay, my mistakes, my failings, my sins, my wrongdoings have caused me the greatest harm in my life. It is really easy to point the finger at other people and say, well, that person hurt me, or this person did me wrong, or different things like that. But the reality is, when I look through the whole scope of my life, there is one common element with every problem in my life, and that is me. I have been the one who has hurt other people. I have been the one who has sabotaged myself. And I think a big part of this is really important to the growth process. It's easy to point the finger at other people. Now, am I denying that I've been hurt by other people? By no means. No, I mean, there have been other people who've hurt me in my life. However, we can't control what other people do, but we can control what we do. And some of my biggest problems have been in response to the hurt that other people have caused me, that the hurt that I have then either caused other people or the hurt I have caused myself. And a lot of the process of what I'm digging out of in my life right now is not because of what other people have done to me. It's because of what I've done because of what other people have done to me. And so just give me a thumbs up or give me a like if you kind of feel this, that like, yeah, the hurt that other people causes us is real, but man, the hurt that we tend to cause ourselves in a reaction to how other people have hurt us, that's almost, more damaging. And I'm not saying this to downplay the hurt that you have felt yourself, because I know a lot of you out there have dealt with hurt that goes far beyond anything that I've experienced. And I'm not here to play the comparison game of who's been hurt more. Like, we've all been hurt in different ways. I mean, that's just part of being a human and working with humans. I mean, there are, even in this gig delivery world, right, there are minor grievances that you face pretty much every single day. I was tip baited yesterday on Uber Eats, right? Like, that can hurt. And some of you have dealt with tremendous levels of hurt, and I understand, and I have nothing but prayers and compassion for those of you who have dealt with abuse, who have dealt with violence, who have dealt with like really big, hard things in life, and some things that I can't even imagine. And I'm not trying to downplay those things. Okay, those things are real, and if I could give you a hug and just say, man, I'm so sorry that you've had to deal with that. I totally would do that. And I have pains and I have hurts and I have injustices that I sometimes just frustrate me. But I'm going to tell you, in the large scheme of things, the vast majority of my problems in life have come because of my failings. But I want to tell you, so that's the first part, right? Here's the second part of this video. I'm okay with that. In fact, I've kind of started to make my peace with that because there is good news in that, right? If all of our hurt and all of our failings were completely out of our control, it would be kind of a hopeless situation. But the truth is, you're not hopeless and you're not in a hopeless situation, because if the main cause of most of your negative things in life is you, that means you can change. That means you can grow. That means you can adapt. And in whatever ways that you want to pursue and try to figure things out in your life, that actually gives you hope. Now, for me, I find my hope in Jesus, because I have found that the way that he can restore me, the way that he can fix me, is a bajillion times better. That's the word that my kids and I have been using a lot recently. A bajillion times better than any fixes I can make in myself. But I no longer am subject to just blaming other people for all my hurt. I would love to encourage you today that if you kind of feel stuck in where you're at, like, don't hold on to that hurt from other people and don't let other people have that control over you anymore. And do what you need to do, you know, in whatever way that you want to either forgive or just kind of make your peace with what other people have done for you. Like, do that so that way you can move on, because your bitterness and the other things that you've been holding on to against other people, it's not helping you grow. And sometimes, like, thoughts and people come to my mind that of like people that have hurt me over the years, and I just kind of pray the prayer that Jesus prayed on the cross: Father, forgive them, they don't know what they did. A lot of the people who have hurt you maybe don't even, maybe they were trying to hurt you, maybe they weren't. Again, I'm not trying to downplay or understand other people's motives, but I just simply would say that a lot of the people who have hurt you probably in their own mind thought they were trying to help you, thought that they were doing what was right, and they didn't realize how deeply they wounded you or scarred you. And they may not even be thinking about you anymore, and yet they're taking up the rental space in your head. And I would just say, hey, don't give them that space anymore, and don't sabotage yourself anymore in response to that. And so, what change can you make today where you can move and you can say, okay, I have been my biggest problem here recently. I have been the reason that I've been failing. Maybe the reason I'm in debt is because I've been overspending, because I've been trying to soothe the pain that's in my soul, because someone's been hurting me and I need to find a better way to get relief of that pain. Maybe the reason that my relationships have been breaking down is because I'm frustrated with someone else and now I'm treating someone I truly care about like dirt, you know, and I'm sabotaging my relationships because of how someone else has hurt me in the past. And I get it. This is not an easy process or an easy journey, but I'm going to tell you that if someone's hurt you in the past, the best thing you can do is free yourself from their control. You realize, like me, that you've been causing some of that pain in your life, I would encourage you to say, what step can you make today or can you take today where you can move on and say, okay, I've been making these mistakes, but the good news is it's on me, and I'm going to make the changes that I need to do. I'm going to push harder. I'm going to go more. I'm going to do what I need to do so that way I don't pass this hurt on to someone else unknowingly. I'm going to love better. I'm going to care better for other people. And look, you're not going to get it perfect. I'm far from perfect, and I have a lot of hurt that I've caused in relationships too that I need to work on restoring, and I'm trying, and it's hard, and every part of me wants to quit, and yet every part of me is trying to fight for what's best, because I don't want to hurt people in the way that I've been hurt either. So if you have been the cause of hurt to other people, move on, step it up, You can do better. If other people have been the cause to hurt from you, push it aside, move on, offer that forgiveness. And the good news is you can make those changes. You are not hopeless. I'm going to go see what I can do for the Costco drop here. We'll be looking for a new video. We'll do a full hangout tomorrow morning as well. Thursday morning, I believe it'll be the 9th at 9:30 a.m. is going to be our full hangout. And we'll see you soon.